What's good? It's your boy Silk the God, back at it again with another YouTube video. I'm sorry for the delay. I had deleted my software by mistake, and the week before that was the holidays. It was Thanksgiving, and it was my birthday at the same time. So I'm sorry for that, for missing a week, but I'm back. Let's get gritty. So right now, I just combed out my client's hair just to prep my hair, because I'm gonna go with the green with a one guard close, because his hair is like in between coarse and curly. So I'm gonna use a one guard and go with the grain, because he's a waver. He hasn't been brushing like he normally do, but best believe he's a waver. And this is the same guy from my intro. I asked him, I was like, yo bro, can you do me this favor, man? I'll give you a cut for free. I just need you to come down. I just need to record a new YouTube intro, and he did it for me. So this is my guy right here, man. It's my guy Ralph. So I had knocked down his head, so right now I'm just dusting him off, just cleaning up all the axes here. I like to have a clean canvas. Just lay his hair back down, because I remember I was combing it up to lift it. So I'm gonna brush his hair right back down, and then I'm gonna start my first essential bald line for the low taper. It's a low skin taper. I'm gonna do it on both sides. When I'm not recording, I usually just do both sides and I just fade up just like that. But you know, for YouTube purposes, for people to see what I'm doing, I just left it alone. So right now I have my lever open. That's my second guideline. Then I close it to knock out that bald line. Lay the hair right back down. I have like a little brush, a finger brush on the side of on my fingers, so I could comb and brush at the same time when needed. So I have my 1.5 guard that blends automatically to the one guard close. It's the same kind of thing. It kind of, if you understand what I'm saying, because it's just going against. Then right after I clean up, I give myself some room to blend. I just going with the one guard. It blends automatically to the 1.5, and then I just close my lever as I go down. And then right after I do that, you're gonna see I have a gray guard. That's my half guard. That's what I use after I use the one. So it's a half guard. Lever open and close as needed, and then the line just comes right out like butter. Bow, movie, yes sir, galley cuts, you know the vibes. Whatever you do to the sides is the same thing you do to the back. So I'm not even gonna talk. I'm gonna just let the video rock out, because I already told you the steps in the beginning. So right now we're prepping the back of the hairline. I like to comb the little hairs at the corner because it stretches it out to its maximum potential. and then I tap and I drag. I don't like to push in when I line up. I'd rather drag because you can't mess up. Well, you can mess up, but this is like a dummy-proof method, so you cannot mess it because you're dragging out instead of pushing in. Because if you was to push in, it's a possibility like you could accidentally push the hairline back. So what I do, I use alcohol to dry up the hair. So when I cut it, it just cuts and the clipper doesn't bounce off. Because the clipper will bounce off with oil. So I rather just dry out the hair, and then I put some holding spray on the same towel and then just lay it down to keep it in place. So he has like a long widow's peak, so that's why I'm tapping. That's why I tap the middle a little bit higher than normal. But the rest of the line is that's keep it natural as possible. And like I said, I just drag down. I don't like to push up because I don't want to push the hairline up. I rather drag down. As you can see, in this like tapping the widow's peak area because this is like super high. But further than that, everything else is natural. So I'm just tapping in and I'm dragging straight down. There's no need to push up, no need to push the hairline back. Keep it natural as possible and just drag down. So I'm just combing here to the side and then I'm just pulling out. And you can see I'm pulling out like on a regular. When I'm not filming, I don't cut the sides like that, but just for camera purposes, so I'm not blocking the view, I just did it like that for you guys. And I'm just measure with my finger. Well, after I tap this middle part again, because I'm very precise. I like my work because that's my canvas walking out the door at the end of the day. So I just measure with my finger and I just curve with the corner just like that. Then right after I do that, I just hit it with some Get Beam waterproof color enhancements, just a little bit. You don't need too much. A lot of these barbers, new barbers, is just caking up haircuts with a whole bunch of dye, and it doesn't look natural. I just use a little bit, and then that's it. A little waterproof color enhancement, and then just top it off with a little bit of topic, and that's about it. But you can see I did the haircut first. I blended it first. I want to make sure his cut is crispy. When he hops in the shower, his haircut is still crispy at the end of the day. So after I did my little enhancements, I'm just gonna go over it and make sure it's clean. So he has like a little bit of a beard that's growing. So it's my job to make it look full as possible. It's not fully there yet, but it's coming in nicely, man. So I just try to keep it wide as possible, keep it natural as possible. And I gotta thank my guy Lolo. He put Final Cut Pro on my hard drive for me because I literally deleted it by mistake. So I gotta thank my guy for that. So right now I'm just framing my outside work, and then I'm gonna use my straight razor. New razor, of course, a new razor for every client. No razor bumps on these sides. It's very crucial that you clean your tools, your liners, everything. It's not just a great cut. Make sure the skin is not damaged, none of that stuff. So I'm just stretching the skin, pulling, gliding, and all that extra white stuff I brush it off. I really don't like it at all. It looks tacky to me personally. Just brush it right off, and you can see my guy's looking clean. You can see that blend is like icy, real icy. But I'm so the God that I does this. And I want to thank you guys to get me the 505-star reviews. I appreciate it. You know, it's like one of my biggest goals since 2019. No, not 2019. Since 2020, my goal was to get to 400. But now I'm at 500. And thank you guys. I'm getting up there. I appreciate it. YouTube, this is the cut. Dark Caesar 1.5 with a low ball taper on the sides, man. Oh man, you see how he walked in the door and you see how he's about to leave, man. My guy's looking like a superstar. So sharp it cut your fingers, man. Yo, follow me on the gram, boy. Come on now. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, please, man. Run it up. Give me a thumbs up and I'm out of here. Yes, sir. Godly.